Okay. Greetings all, and welcome back for another episode of Spyro Reignited 1. And today, we are going to be continuing our little adventure through this game with Magic Crafters, which is the third realm of Spyro, and also, before we get too crazy, I love that you can see the level in the background. I also took the liberty of getting the Night Flight and Sunny Flight gem sets. Now, yeah, basically, to get all the gems in those levels, you just have to complete the level. Now, of course, I never said those levels were easy by any stretch of the imagination. I, for one, cannot stand them. But, with all that settled and out of the way, let's go ahead and hop right into it. Also, I really hope that you guys aren't getting as bad of sound delay as I have at the moment, because just hearing this stuff with my headphones, the sound delay is bad. Like, multiple seconds bad. I have no idea what's going on there. Okay, looks like... And really quick, I'm just gonna test the chat box and see if that's working. Oh, it's working. Okay, so I guess it doesn't register the stuff from before I moved to this screen. Alrighty, so, with that out of the way, let's go ahead and hop right in, shall we? Let me unclip that here. There we go. Alrighty. So, to start things off, you probably better just jump over these. And there's an egg thief that you can hit as long as you're quick enough. Whew, you missed me. Boop, and now you're dead. Neener, neener, neener. Okay, so let's just flame this chest here. Well, you heard him. So, with that established, basically, I want to say this has about as many levels as the last one. So, roughly 5 levels. Now, once again, we're not going to do the flight level for this, because I'd rather just do those off-screen, because they do take multiple tries. And also because of the headache that comes through them. Ah, come on. There we go. So, just like always, we're gonna get the homeworld done first. Yeah, there's like really bad sound delay on my end, so I hope that doesn't reflect on the footage, because OBS is kind of random at times. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and go around here. There's that little cave up there that'll be important in a minute. Okay. Whoop! Close one. He's donezo. Got another one. Ah, lovely. So there's a lot of supercharging in this world too, just so you all know. And while we are going to go for 100%, we're not going to do things the last way. In my very first playthrough of this, I tried to take the long way on some of these things, and yeah, it ends terribly, I'm telling you. Okay, I'm not gonna fight with the controls all day. Okay, let's... Ooh, there's a gem I missed. Huh, funny. It was a lot easier earlier. Okay. So, anyways, as I was saying, there is a dragon up here we need to get to. Very cool. Yeah, the sound delay is so bad on my end that just listening to the sound is pretty much useless. So, no sound cues for me this episode. Now then. Blind glide. Ah, got it. Oh, shoot. That's right. This one needs a key, darn it. Okay. So, basically, the goal for this world, I want to say, was dragon egg related. So, we're going to need to get pretty much whatever dragon eggs we can. Whoa, okay, hello. To wrap this up. And technically, you were supposed to just barrel through that, but yeah, I just wanted to avoid backtracking. This portal leads to a special place where you can learn to fly. Okay, so that takes care of the dragons, one of the easier homeworlds in that regard. And surprisingly, it's actually not going to be that bad from here either. The homeworlds are usually pretty quick. Okay, let's see. Ah, do-do-do-do-do, boink. Okay, I'm just gonna take these off altogether. The sound delay is so bad on my software right now that who knows how this is gonna sound on the official stream. I mean, you're probably hearing it, hopefully a lot closer to the intended time than I have. Ah! Now, the only real things I can air against this game are, once again, that the damage animations take so long. Like, oh. Stay here, yeah. Okay, so, basically, going off of, I have 7 dragon eggs at this point. I want to say you need 6 to get to Beastmakers. But, because we're doing all of the levels, even if not all of them are on screen, we're going to go ahead and go through them all to make things, well, just a little interesting. And, just like with all the others, we'll probably go ahead and finish it with the boss. And the boss in this case is a guy named Blowhard, who in the original was just a tornado with a mustache, I think. So, I'm telling you, it'll be very much something. Now, of course, if we can finish all the flight levels off screen, my goal is to possibly my goal will be to also hit the bonus world at the very end. But that's going to be a huge if right now. Alright. So, now that we have that... Oops, there's another gem I missed. So now that we have that key, that chest will be accessible to us. And all we gotta do is just fly on in, And voila. Whoop. And now for the second key, for the second chest, there is no key in the level for it. You basically have to angle your charge very carefully. Oh, great. Hang on. And we can't skip the cutscene. Okay, there we go. Yeah, you have to be careful so you don't accidentally do that. That's one of the other things I don't think they necessarily needed to have, but I guess to just put it back out in anyway. Oh, yeah. And once we get into into Dreamweavers, there's going to be a monster. There's going to be a monster speed puzzle that we're going to have to work around there, too. And I'm debating even doing that on screen, because it is such a pain. It's not fun. It really isn't. And I feel like the game would probably do a lot better without it. Okay. So clearly we missed something at the beginning we gotta go hit. Ow. And I will just say, thank goodness for the Sparks Gem Finder. That makes this game way less of a headache, and in the gem finding regard, at least. And that takes care of the last of the gems. Of course, the side effect of that might have largely just been to the way I kind of paced myself in this. So, in terms of skill points, there are 2 for the Magic Crafter's World, 1 for High Caves and 1 for Blowhard. Luckily, they're both very simple, so we're just going to show you how this works. But first, let's head into our first world of the level, Alpine Ridge. Okay. And we have a second viewer. Hello, second viewer. Please feel free to use the chat box to communicate with me. I have been considering doing this with Discord, but yeah, that wouldn't be... I remember there was one time I played The Forest Unleashed and managed to actually die from somebody knocking me off the platform once. Luckily, that was the only time that happened. Imagine being late. Sorry. It's all good, Pony Prairie. It happens. I mean, I understand you've been going through quite a bit lately. I mean, I'm not much one to talk, since I kind of got the really bad luck that comes with November sometimes. But I understand that you're moving somewhere. Right. Also, is there much of a sound discrepancy on your end? Like, is everything coming through in a reasonable time? 1, 2, 3, 4. Burn. 1, 2. Now, I want to say it's the... Okay, no, High Cave, sorry. That's the one with the hidden painting, so there's no skill point to be found here. At least not for the time being. Yeah, wild month for everyone. Done with the move, hopefully for now. Good to hear. I'm very happy to know. I'm very happy to hear that. Everything else is coming along fine. Everything's coming through fine. Good, 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 good. Okay, so the weird sound issue is with this stupid thing. I'm happy to hear that. Alright, so basically, since you're just tuning in, we just cleared the home world, though not without some slight difficulty. But yeah, as you can see, we can finally have a working chat box. Hallelujah to that. It took a few videos to figure out that little mess, but oh well. Alrighty, so there's 2 ways we can proceed through this part of the level. If we go this way, we'll have to fight our way through some wizards and a light platforming puzzle. And if we go that way, we'll have to fight our way through some beasts and a door. Uploaded over 1,000 GIFs today. Nice job! Holy cow. I guess I haven't been very productive, unfortunately, because we've ran into a rather unfortunate problem on Monday. And because this series is being watched on a sub-channel, I'm not going to talk about it here, but it will probably be discussed a little bit once we're ready to move forward with Game Time News 25. Ow. And I've been holding off on that episode in particular because of, well, just some bad luck, honestly. There's really not been that much to talk about. Okay. Looks like the frame rate's good. Just making sure. Proceed. So we have this little platforming puzzle here we have to contend with. And I say puzzle because if you're not careful, you will fall over the edge. Or they will knock you over the edge. Alrighty. Really, it's just for completion reasons. Okay. Same. Transformers news has been pretty bum as well. That makes sense. Although, what do you think of the news that Hasbro is going to be pulling out of backing future cinematic developments? Because Transformers 1 really did bad. Though, everybody blames the marketing on that one. And I can understand why. As far as I could find, it looks like a pretty good project. But, yeah. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, there's basically just a lot of flying in this level. But we gotta waste our time waiting for this guy to put the thing down. Alright. Alrighty. Let's see. Oh, yeah, that's right. There's also that stupid platform over there. Nobody asked for TF1, it just wasn't the marketing, it's the concept. Honestly, they're doing the right thing by pulling out. Okay. Don't feel bad, we all misspell things at some point. Boop, boop, boop. Hi, there's another one I missed. And away with you. Okay. I thought about streaming this one through its PC version, but I'd be so tempted to use Free Flight that it just wouldn't be worth the trouble. Maybe when we're done with the trilogy, I'll consider revisiting that idea, because that would be fun, but I just don't see myself doing it right now. He's got the worst name for a toy company. Oh, for the CEO of a toy company. Okay. Oh, that's somebody's name. Oh, that's so bad. I'm sorry. I'm not saying it on stream just to avoid YouTube being weird. Somebody really tapped into their British for this level. I know, that's the whole gimmick, because wizards, Britain, but still. I have no idea if this is going to work. Nope, it didn't work. Though, I'm glad to see that we actually have a chat box now. That looks a lot better than just leaving it as it is. Okay. Now, where was I? Ah, yes. We gotta circle back around and grab a couple of gems that we missed, and then we can move on. So other than that, well, things have been pretty quiet for the time being, now that some things have been called off. Let's see here. Oh, I overshot, darn it. So it looks like we gotta work our way back around. And I believe there are still a few dragon eggs we do need to hit. But we're not going to hit them quite yet. Or at least we're not going to hit them until a little bit later on in the game. Other than that, how was your day, Huey? Oh boy. No! Why do I insist on doing that? My god. Oh, duh. One down. You know, it's kind of weird that these bigger enemies aren't 2 hits. That's something that's never really sat right with me. These guys are supposed to be stronger, and yet they go down even faster than armored enemies sometimes. At least some of them like to hide. It's alright. Good to hear. Well, I had to spend 10 hours of overtime yesterday cleaning up after basketball tournament. It was a shorter one. It was a shorter style of one. Very, I want to say, it was 5-on-5. It wasn't a traditional one by any stretch. Unfortunately, since we might as well just drop off since we can't hover in this game. That's one thing I'll never understand about this particular title, is why exactly they went through the trouble of bringing the roll into future games, but for some very baffling reason, they didn't bring the hover to the first game. It just seems like lazy coding to me. And considering some of the shortcuts they had to take to make this game happen, I guess that's not entirely... Nope. I guess we have to take the hit. That's just fun. Is being a janitor a good job? It's a stable job. Is it a good job? I suppose it being a good job would be objective. It really just depends on who you work. It really depends on where you're at and who you're working with. That is the deciding factor, I think. Oh, great. That's the one thing I'll never fully understand about the way this level is set up. Like, that's definitely not meant for you to survive. Unless you're, like, super duper fast. Okay. Oh, and the game just decided to do its own thing with the controls. That's just fun. Easily the worst gems in the game for me. It's because I have to go back and forth constantly trying to figure out, okay, where am I supposed to cut off at? Okay, there we go. Looks like the viewers are picking up. Hello, random person. Thank you for pointing that out, Huey. And let's go ahead and go over here. Did it work? Yes. Though a little nerve-wracking seeing the gems teeter over the side like that. There have been a few times where gems just don't spawn on the map correctly, so you have to fight with it. Oh, close one. Alright. Okay, so that takes care of the dragons, and there is our dragon egg. And this, for this one, word of advice, don't worry about the gems, you can collect them on a second pass. Just focus on the thief and get him sorted out. Because this is a fast one, and definitely about as hard as some of the ones in 3, I think. And while we're not going to be streaming Spyro 3 this year, just in case they decide to hint at Spyro 4 being in development, it's definitely on the cards to do, but I might have a guest player handle the skateboarding for me. Because I hate the skateboarding in the remakes. That has not aged well at all. Oh, shoot. Dragon Tails, dang it. Thank you, Huey. Thank you. No, dang it. Come on, game. Nope. Got him. Yes. That should be it for the dragon egg in this level, but holy cow, I hate this egg thief. It takes forever. But luckily, it only took a couple of passes to get him. Okay. Is that it? Yes! That's it. I remember there was a dragon in a wheelchair. I think you're right. For the life of me, I cannot remember when you get that one. Then again, I'm probably imagining things, and we probably caught it already. I don't know. Maybe when I revisit my footage, I'll have a second look. I think that was actually in Peacekeepers, now that I think about it. That was the we've always known, you've known, I forget. I think it might have been that one. So that's the first world, completely done, just like that. This one's not really been that much of an issue. I was talking about Dragon Tail. Oh, okay. Though I do remember there being a dragon in a wheelchair in this game. I just, for the life of me, cannot remember when. Get out of my way. Alright. Woo! You missed. So next up is the High Caves, and oh, jolly gee, oh joy. This is gonna be a fun one. This is the one with spiders in it. Whoa, lovely. I dropped my controller. Crap. So, for my next game after this, before we stream for our Christmas game, or correction, I guess it's more of a correction stream, if you will, because that original Christmas stream I did of Spider-Man Friend or Foe was all over the place in terms of its quality. There were times where it was only game audio, where it was only my audio, and sometimes there was no audio at all. So we're basically going to try and rectify that on Christmas Eve by restreaming the entire thing. But before then, I actually want to try and do Turbo Dismount. It's not going to be like... It's going to be a very different style of game for me. But I've actually looked into it in the past, and it's so fun. So that's one I do want to... hello, there is a whirlwinder there. That's lovely. Okay. Boop. Watch out for this radio. I don't think we're in Kansas anymore. I've been thinking about what OS to switch to. Sadly, Chrome OS is being discontinued, and Windows 10 is really being discontinued, and I'm not sure really. What do you think about Steam? If you're referring to the Steam OS, that's basically a Linux distro in its own right, but it's really more intended for gaming usage, so it's largely up to you. No, 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 ah! Watch out for the whirlwind, watch out for the whirlwind, watch out for the whirlwind. Found him. Yeah, word of warning, you're gonna lose a lot of life on this level too, just because of how big some of these gaps are. Oh hey, it's one of the arcade 1-up people. Get it? Never mind. Though, I suppose as a dedicated OS it could work, but it's a little all over the place. I really overestimated my timings there. So we're already up to 40 dragons. Yeah, and this is and this is exactly why I wish they would have brought the hover over. I hate this part and that because of that. Got him. No. Bye! Okay, so the skill point for this level is quite literally in here, up and up there. So you just gotta, whoop, you know, if hit detection actually works. You just gotta flame the painting, and bada bing, bada boom, you just got yourself an extra life. So, from here, you have the super duper fun part that I'm so excited to do. We have another supercharging puzzle, and even better, you're basically going to be bouncing all over the place. Now, if you're wondering about these little 3 fairies here, you just jump off the edge, and they catch you. So, once you get to this point in the level, you don't necessarily have to worry about accidentally losing a life by going over. So, that's nice. So, first up, we have these over here. These gems. And a dragon, for good measure. Now, of course, with free flight, this is not even a challenge. But this basically sends you around back, and the fairies will catch you, and you can just go right back to where that is and go again. So anyways, these spiders, are super fun to get around. And by fun, I mean absolutely horrifying. I cannot stand them, because they're pretty much invincible without a supercharge or another power-up that we'll be getting to momentarily. Though, if I remember right, there's only one spider per segment. So, really, if you could hit enough of them with the supercharge, you may not even need the power-up. Well, Stud.io is pretty much a game code-wise. I mean, you know way more about Stud.io than I do. I only used it to rebuild an old nostalgia set. Okay, so that was the last dragon. I'm sorry for speaking over that. But, oops, there's some gems. And a 1, and a 2, and move on. Now, yeah, using the supercharge instead of the super flame is probably kind of weird, because you have to angle it very, very carefully so you don't accidentally lose your charge like that. However, to hit that, I think hitting that last one is not easy by any stretch. Oh, there it is. Oh, nasty. Nasty but slow. Ow. Nasty but slow until it reads your mind like Hal from Shaman King. So basically, after you flame that goblin, all you need to do is just straight shot and pray it doesn't get you. And this is how you get the super flame in this game. Just find a little fairy at the end of the cave and run like hell, because this is a very strict timer. You have a very short amount of time to hit all these things. Okay, I'm pretty sure that was not my plan to do that, just so you know. But once you run out of that timer, you have to go back to the fairy and try again. So you basically better have supercharged level timing to get to it. And away we go! Away we go! Hurry, hurry, hurry. We have a very strict timer to make this work. And we are out of time. Let's see. Okay, so that last spider is in a less than ideal spot. And because that timer is so short, you only get you have a very small window to get this stuff figured out. So, we're going to go ahead and try this with a supercharge again, just to see what would happen. Okay, so we just need to go down. Nope. Jumped when I shouldn't have. And to think, it's only going to get worse from here. Treetops is even more of a nightmare than this. I have beaten it in the past, but we're going to demonstrate a cheat code in that, so that way we have enough lives to get through it when we get to that point. I believe that is going to be next episode, because that's Beastmakers, if I recall. There's so many points. So, viewer 3, feel free to leave a message in the chat. I think, yeah, okay, no, that's not going to work. We have to use Supercharge to get to it, because otherwise we're just going to be here all day, because that timer is way too short. Ow. And away we go. Nope. This one's always been a mess to me. This is one of the few things from the original that they shouldn't have changed. It should have been a straight, boom, you're good to go, and not, well, this insufferable pain in the butt. 3-2-1, 3-2-2, 3-2-4. That sounds familiar. Okay, so I believe that's it for the spiders. I think if I did this right, I should have hit them all. If not with the super flame, then definitely with the charge. But unfortunately, we gotta go get Sparks back because, yeah, these guys are very damaging. Okay. And 1. And whoop. Nope. Wait. Will it catch me? Yes, it did. But it's gonna take me all the way back here. So there's an egg thief up there we gotta hit, but I'm gonna show you an easy way to hit him. One that doesn't involve you of actually having to run after him at all. And it just requires these. So you just gotta aim your chosen bucket at him, flame it, and bonk! Down he goes. Easiest egg thief in the entire game because of that. And also, whee! Now, the funny thing is, that is a glitch that was discovered in the demos way back in 2018, and they just left it in the game. Why, I have no idea, but it's still fun to do. So, if we fly back, the fairies will catch us again. I think. Yep, they did. I don't know where their real limits are for this, but that'll do. And we get some gems over here. I don't know why I tried to flame that. Everyone knows that doesn't work. And now we gotta play Gem Hunter for the rest of the level to get all those back. Fun times, I tell you. Oh. So, I think that should just about do it for those. There's some more gems over here. Now, I want to say this level was the one that was used when this game was actually being promoted for some weird reason, or at least the Magic Crafters as a whole. But we somehow still don't have enough gems. Fantastic. Oh, we're lovely. Another egg thief that you have to go through some stupidly tight corners to get. Like, if you think Nasty Nork is bad, this level's a mess too. Oh, fun. Ah. Yeah. Same rules apply to the last one. If you don't need to hit the gems, then don't hit them until after. Haha, I got him. But now we gotta go back through this cave and find the last of the gem. And find that last chest. Boop. And that should do it for that. We just have a little bit left to do. And we take our fall. Or as I like to call it, the Fairy Trust Fall. Because that's basically what you're getting yourself into. Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay. And I don't recall that we have to absolutely restart the level. However, there's a... Ow, didn't do enough there. Okay. Ah, dang it. Come on, game. I know we've done this before. Now, of course, this is probably the long way of doing this, and you probably shouldn't do it this way. But you can also just go through the spider caves to get back to. I feel like that's probably a little less of a headache than trying to do what I was attempting to do, which is supercharge through the caves and pray you don't accidentally hit a wall. Okay, now where's that last gem? Or gems. Oh yeah, that's right. They were hidden. It's like always. And apparently there's some we missed. Fantastic. And that's it for all the gems, so we're gonna go ahead and make our way to the exit. And since everybody's already beaten and we haven't lost a life, well, during this particular segment, we should be okay. And since we got the skill point, this level's technically 101% finished. Though they won't show you that extra 1% because, well, the skill points don't exactly make themselves notable. And this game was really not designed with them in the first place. So we just hop on up. And voila! We're safe and sound. In 4,300 gems, there should be no going back needed. So I want to say we have one more level we need to do before we go and fight Blowhard. Nope, it's not Crystal Flight. Screw that. We do not do those on stream because they take at least 3 tries. Sometimes a heck of a lot more. Wizard Peak. Now, this is another one where you could do the entire thing backwards with the supercharge, but don't. Just don't. Okay. So, you have a split path from the very beginning of this level. If you go this way, you can get a pretty decent number of the gems, but you're also going to be a little off the beaten path. You're basically going to have to go back and fight a lot of enemies. Luckily, there's a supercharge here, so that's not terrible to do. But this is just easier if you don't have a lot of lives to do first. Yeah, don't do that. Okay. So, I believe that was was our complete circle we needed. Wait. Oh, hello. This is another death room of sorts because there's enemies everywhere and it's really hard to focus. Whew, you missed. And that cost you your life. And this is one of the cases where it's better just to work backwards because these guys have an unusually fast strike time for 1, 2. Now, there is a path that you need to get to him. Don't try to do it with the supercharge. It took me over an hour. So that path is not here. It's a little deeper in. Nope. Okay. First actual death of the game. That's just lovely. Yeah, there's not, can you tell, there's not a lot of points of refill on this level. Oh, plane overhead. There we go. That's that. Down he goes. There we go, finally. My god. I hate that gauntlet, it's such a pain. I'd like to see more about Big Picture Mode before moving to Steam. I think that's really the thing. Big Picture Mode is basically the console mode Huey here. It's not anything super special, but I mean, it's really more for if you want to treat your computer as a game console. Alrighty, so we're just gonna go up here and refill our health really quick. And if you jump over and get a little more air than I did, there's that platform that you can hit as well. And if you go down this ramp here and jump at the very last second, you also get another really easy egg thief here too. Probably because the developers realized, yeah, that'd kind of be crap to have to chase him around these very tight corners. So he basically just gives you this whole and he doesn't even try to run. He's just there. So all you really need to do is just, and he's gone. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, thief. See you in Spyro 3, because I want to say that was one of the last eggs. But you also have a lot of gliding you have to do to get back. But it's better just to reset and than try to fight with it. I have no idea how many lives I have left. Oh, okay, I have 6 lives left. Never mind, I'm clear. I'm all good. Alrighty, let's go down. And bump, bump, bump. Bump. Dump, bump. Nope. Come on, game. Can I have the controls back, please? There we go. Now we're making some progress. And thank you. Now then. So we have these over here we need to grab. And there's an egg thief up there too, because of course there is. Shouldn't have wasted so much time with the wind up there, buddy. And let's boop. Get him. And up. Perfect. Ish. Yeah, this probably has the most supercharging you have to do in the level until you get to treetops and Beast Makers, which is objectively where some of the worst supercharging is, honestly. I'm installing Steam right now. Cool. I've had it for years. And that's how I'll be playing Turbo Dismount, because that's the only way you can get it. I think. I don't know. Maybe there was a console release and I just completely lapsed it or something. Got him. Got him. Got him. I don't think I was supposed to chase him, but oh well. All eggs found. Okay, so that was the last egg in the game. That was something. And a 1, and a 2, and a 3. There we go. Come on. Slow damage control. Okay, so that was that. This is the last dragon, but there are some gems that we still need to get. Trouble is... Oh, yep, all the eggs are done. But there are some gems we still need to get. If you recall, there were those wizards that we had to dodge because we couldn't get to them. Well, unfortunately, the only way I can think of to get to them is a very, very reckless move. Okay. This is definitely one of the more hidden platforms in the game to do, because they do not make it easy to get to it at all for some very, very stupid reason. Okay, let's go on up. So, you have to get to that there's some way to get to that, but, yeah, the way I always tried to do it was like that. Could you probably guess how that would have been an issue? There's another way to get to it, and for the life of me, I cannot remember how, because it's been that long. So we're just going to quickly we're just going to zip back to the end of the level here and try to figure out what the heck I'm doing. Up it easy. Yeah, there's a lot of these things. So, using that little path that got us a lot of those gems earlier, we're gonna try and take that path to get to them. And this is probably gonna be the longest level of this stage of the game, because you have to do so much backtracking through it and wasting so much time. Okay, so the first one, the second one is a more, I want to say, a blind glide this way. Nope, it isn't. Never mind. Fun. Okay. Okay, so let me think. So we're just gonna charge this way. I don't think that's the wizard from earlier. But we're gonna have to take that back path again to try and figure out what we're doing. Because I'm gonna level with you. I really don't... This is the one thing I don't like about this level. There's so much backtracking. Your username should be your own call, Huey. No offense, but... it's better just to have it that way. Okay, carefully now. Yeah, we've lost a lot of lives on this level already, so 1, 2, 3, 'He's down. Oh yeah, that's right. Lovely. But at least it's a perfect circle out, so all we need to do is 4. Wait, what's that? Nope, nothing crazy, okay. Oop, 5. There's one more. Fantastic. Decided to make it the same as my YouTube account. Sometimes that's the best thing you can do. Haha, I got him! I cannot believe I did that. Yes. That is... Now, I'm just gonna say it right now. I don't think you're supposed to do that way, but that's the only way I could think of to do it, so we're just gonna leave it at that. So, we're just gonna go ahead and fly down here. I tried to do that with the first one, and yeah, that's why it took so long. I hit the step. And this, besides Crystal Flight, that was the last standard level of this particular homeworld. So all that's left now is for us to fight the boss, who is objectively less ideal. Oh, hello. Yeah. That was lucky. Because sometimes they like to spawn camp. So that's just super fun, I tell you. So next up we have Blowhard. Ow. Great. That's just lovely. And this guy, well, there is a skill point in his level. As I showed you with the book. Luckily, it's just as easy as the painting, if not easier. Just don't accidentally flame the dude. Ow. 1, 2. Explosive. The lighting's changed a little bit. Not much, but it's changed. There we go. And a 1, 2, 3. Woo! 1, 2, 3. There we go. There goes another one. Woo! You dare. Nope, we're dead. Thanks a lot, game. Very nice. So the safest thing you can do is just hit them hard and hit them fast. Basically hit them before they hit you. That's bow. Because the game will forfeit control. Oh yeah, I forgot you could charge into them. 1 and a 2 and a skiddly diddly doo. Skiddle up and butt up. Okay. And that is our enemy Blowhard. He's basically a whirlwind with a beard. I'm not even kidding. Okay, so the skill point. So the skill point is very, very simple. All you have to do, is try not to fall in the water. All you have to do is just hop on the platform and sit there for 10 seconds. Literally, just that's it. Ta-da! I'll be taking that. Boop. Peekaboo. Okay, so there are some here. Boop. And since we don't have sparks, we have to take this the long way. Boop. Okay. Now, there are a bunch of chests that we need to hit here. And there's Blowhard just sitting there, just looking at you like, where are you going? And there is actually a dragon here that we also need to hit. And on the PS4, that would have lagged really hard because there's that many chests in a line. It appears that that particular lagging is gone thanks to PS5 Pro, at least. Though, I'm not really sure if that is applied for... Hold up. Where's my... Oops. I think I broketed the game a little. Now, yeah, there is a dragon we need to hit before we continue. Because, yeah, I completely lapsed that. You're supposed to get the dragon before you hit Blowhard, by the way. Don't do what I did, or you might soft-lock the game. Haha. Senile dragon. Yeah, though. I like the lighting in this level. Very appropriate. Now, where is the... Oh, duh. Jeez. Can you tell I'm a little... 1, 2... And a yoink. And 3. And that takes care of our little bearded wizard problem. And I want to say... that should do it for the gems. Yep, perfect. Well, I suppose that's that. Very simple boss. And frankly, this is my main complaint with the bosses in this game. That's all they are. They aren't real fights. You're just chasing them around and around and around. And that's pretty much the entire thing in a nutshell. So that's a little disappointing. I mean, for all the effort they went through remaking this game, you'd think they would have put a little more effort into that. But it is what it is. So, we're going to go ahead and end this episode of Spyro Reignited here. so that way we're all set for Beast Makers next time. So, if you like what you saw, great. If you didn't, that's not so great, but thanks for watching anyways. Haven't used that in a while. And we will see you all next time. Thanks for watching, and have a good one. Thank you for watching this episode of ConStorm Live, part of the ConStorm Entertainment Network.